What is going on, you guys? My name is Rage and we are back today with a Red Star Orb opening video here for Marvel Strike Force's newest character being added. As you can see, the sister of Colossus being Magik, and she's going to be able to revitalize a lot of the Uncanny X-Men here, being Cyclops, Storm, as well as being able to bring in Phoenix once again with her passive. So you can see just some of her key characteristics include high damage support. She's going to be able to hit hard and provide Uncanny X-Men with the charges, and as well she's going to enable them to use their ultimates more quickly because of that. So this is really a counter to Kestrel overall, but for sure whenever these characters are added, we got to take advantage of the increase here in the Red Star Orbs, being that 15% increased drop rate. So there's a lot of new characters coming out with the Web Warriors as well, so I definitely want to caution you guys to save the Red Star Orbs. But for sure, you know, for me, ideally every time we can get a 2 or 3 red, that's a good goal. We'll go ahead and open some orbs here, and as well dive into her kit and take a look at some preemptive T4 upgrades. So 45 red, I do want to save up some ideally for the Web Warrior, so 5 to 10 is really where I'm aiming for today. So let's see how the luck is. Starting off here, duplicate credits. Unfortunately, it doesn't help us in the long term, but at least they do get factored in to the Elite Four, so we can utilize that for later. Ideally, a 2 or 3 is always the goal, just because it can save on the silver credits. So that's generally what I like to budget as well. And wow, I can't remember the last time we actually did a Red Star opening. I think it was actually for Icarus. So it's been quite some time in the game. So Marvel Strike Force really has taken a little backstep here. And as you guys can see, my first red here being Magik at the 3 red. So that's exactly what I wanted. I think I'm just gonna caution and save my orbs here, but that was short and sweet for you guys. Let's dive right into her kit overall, what she's gonna bring. And really ideally, keep in mind too, the Red Star Orbs also going to indicate the level of Dark Phoenix that's revived. So unfortunately, if you guys have strong upgraded Dark Phoenixes already, you know, that's where this is going to take a hit, because this would ideally summon a 3 red on Phoenix, and you may or may not be taking a hit with your original Phoenix. So that's the caveat here, but at least we're going to get a chance to counter against Kestrel. So that's really going to be the main difference here with Magik being added. So starting off here with her basic attack, Soul Sword Strike. Essentially, she's attacking primary and adjacent targets for piercing damage, and as we level this ability, the key notable factor here is that she's going to be able to strip away positive effects from the enemies, especially to the primary and secondary. So honestly, that extra 50%, I'm not sure if it's worth it, just because it's just an increase in the basic. Doesn't give us any notable differences here, so I would stop at level 6. Save your guys' T4 materials if you can, especially given now that there's a new Web Warriors coming, and they're already looking to be a very, very powerful team for raids. Demonic Might is her special ability, and essentially she's attacking all the enemies for, once again, piercing damage. The notable thing about this ability is that she actually reduces the speed bar of the primary target by 30%, so that's always good. You know, turn meter is the name of the game, especially when you have characters that have that distinct advantage. But the nice thing about her is it's different in the sense that now she's going to apply charges to not only herself, but as well as the Uncanny X-Men. So, you know, think Cyclops, Storm, Colossus, they all have charges, so this is really actually going to expedite their abilities there. As well as we level this ability up, you can see we get a chance to flip immunity, the charges go up, and by T4ing this ability, this is one that's notable because, you know, the increase here is a plus 10 charges, and that's going to be extremely significant, especially if you are trying to revitalize your Uncanny X-Men to be used again. So this is a strong ability here. If you have a strong Uncanny X-Men and you're planning to use them for war, I definitely do think this is really notable. They're not exactly a raid team, but for sure they still have aspects of war in terms of being able to provide value there. So I would recommend T4ing if you guys are planning to use this ability heavily. Limbo Strike is her ultimate, and with this ability, she's attacking the primary target for 100% damage. And with this ability, it's unavoidable and cannot be blocked. And the nice thing about this ability is she actually gains Drain as you increase this up, and as well granting a barrier for herself and as well as the X-Men. So you can see this is a defensive and offensive ability here. It also cleanses disruption from the fellow X-Men, and the percentage of damage goes up as well as the Drain up to level 6. And the notable thing here with the level 7 is that you can barrier all the X-Men, and as well clearing ability block as well. So this doesn't this also includes both the Uncanny and Astonishing. So this is a general tag for X-Men, which benefits almost everyone. So I think this is the nice one I would recommend as well. Her special and ultimate seem to be the top of her kit here. And as well, we obviously have to talk about the passive being Dark Child. On spawn, she's going to be able to bury herself and X-Men again for 30% of her max health. When any enemy attacks, she actually gains charges up to a maximum of 20. And if Colossus or Kitty Pryde is actually on the team, she also increases that up to a maximum of 20 as well. So that's the benefit of having them on the team. At the end of any turn, she has all these 20 charges or more. She's actually going to target the highest damage with 100% damage and then loses all the charges. So this is really the key mechanic here. The charges are really built for her to give her an opportunity to strike down the highest damage dealing enemy. And the notable thing here is obviously, as mentioned earlier, Phoenix, if she has fallen and Dark Phoenix hasn't currently summoned, she's actually going to have the opportunity now to summon Dark Phoenix, and they only can trigger once per match. So this is if Kestrel prevents her from being able to actually revive, we can now use a Magik here to actually have that opportunity to take advantage of. So as you increase this ability up, you can see that the drain actually goes up. They actually gain drain for the fellow X-Men. Armor goes up as well. And the notable thing here, if you want the T4, was just the increase in damage again, consistent with the level 3 and level 4, and gaining that extra increase in armor, and really giving the fellow Uncanny X-Men a fighting chance. And what I like about these benefits with Magik is that, you know, this is going to be applied for all the X-Men. They're going to get benefits regardless of the game mode. So I think a lot of players still use them for War, but for sure you can apply this to Dark Dimension, you can apply this to Raids if you plan on using her in conjunction with the Astonishing X-Men. So definitely some options. I like the fact that Marvel Strike Force took a step back here in terms of being able to revitalize and rework some older characters that people have previously invested in. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's always fun reviewing, taking a preemptive look of what's to come, but as always, do appreciate you checking my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.